Yesterday we see how to install our Angular project in the guide. In the guide of the Angular, we see the installation process. Swapna, if you missed how to install and you want to know, the recording is not done because some due to some issue, the recording is not done while installing. We can connect. Separately how to install our Angular project into local. Yeah, just this is just a normal commands we have to give. When you have a Node.js in your system, the command will run. This command will run in the command prompt, and then we create a new project by this command. Nothing much, just by this command, the Angular CLI will install into the local system. By this command, the Angular will create a new project and give some set of files, some predefined files the Angular will give, and we can just open the command like a cd space our created project like this. When you give npm start here, the project is going to run. That's it, that much only. In the localhost 4200 port, the project is going to run. Okay. Okay, now, so in this port, our localhost 4200 is the reserved port for the Angular. In this port, the our project will run. See, after creating our project, after creating our project, we saw some set of predefined files will be created here. So the main file will be this one. Main.ts means whenever the project is running on this port, it will go to the main.ts file. This is the main.ts, which is the first file will be run by the Angular. Okay, here we have some imports are there. Imports are nothing but a class files or some exported functions or some variables like this. App component. Here see, import app component from dot app slash app dot component. Bootstrap application. This is the one function which is importing from Angular platform browser. First component here we are saying which component we have to load first. The app component. Here see. So this is the app component. In this folder we have app component. HTML files, CSS files, spec file, component file. For now, we consider only three files as components: HTML, CSS, and TS file. So these remaining files we don't bother about now. Later we can see. So the main files will be HTML and CSS TS files. Okay, this is the main component file of the app. So what we have in the app component here, see, export class app component. So this is the declaration of the class. So we learned about how we declare a variables, how we declare a functions, how we declare some variables in the functions also. So like this, we have one concept in a TypeScript also. There is a one concept called a class. So what is the class declaration means? A class is the combination of variables and some set of functions. Okay, this is a one type of object class means. Let us show you one simple example. Let me show you one simple example. by opening TypeScript Playground, which is installed automatically in the browser. So this is a TypeScript Playground. This is a previous code we wrote. I don't want this one. So what is a class? A class means a it is a one type of object. Okay, what is an object means? In the earlier we know what is an object means is just to open and closed by a curly brace. In the curly brace we have so much of content, multiple set of data will be storing in the object, like primitive types or some object type are also the object will handle. Okay, so what is a class? Class person. So see the declaration of the class here. This is the declaration of the class, the basic class declaration. Like why, like what we declare a variable declaration will be like this. Let the person is equal to some primitive type. So here this is called a declaration, this is called initialization. So here also how we declare a class means, in the person we just store only a single set of variable only. Okay, so the use of the class is, the class can handle, the class can store, the class can maintain a multiple set of variables and functions. So it is one type of object which can store some variables and also some functions. By using this class we can access the defined variables and the defined functions inside of this class. So this is the basic declaration of the class. Okay, so inside of it we can declare some variables. First name, which is a string, Raju. Last name, which is a string, sorry. See here, we don't bother about the variable declarations here. See what are the errors we are getting. String only refers to a type, but is being used as a value here. Unexpected token, a constructor method, accessor or property was expected. Declaration or statement accepted. So here we don't need to declare as a variable. It automatically takes the initialization as a, already we gave the type as a string is equal to Raju. Okay, this is the syntax for the uh, variables initialization inside of the class. So we don't need to give let var like this. It automatically consider this as a variable. So outside of the class we can give to declare a variable we can give let like this. Inside of the class we don't give it as a, we don't give it as a variable declaration. Just let something we don't give, just name is equal to like this. Okay, so in this so we declared some variables also here, and also we can declare functions also. So get name, I want to get the person name. So here this is the function declaration. Here see, initially we, when we want to declare a function, we have to give like this function get name. With the function keyword we have to declare outside of the class, but inside of the class we don't need this keyword. So this is the way of declaring the variables and the functions inside of the class. Outside of the class means you have to follow the basic format. Let variable is equal to value. Let sorry function name curly braces open and close, enter the braces, and you can write the code here. So when coming to class declaration, there is no keywords we have to mention to declare a variable or a function. We just normally give the name of the variables and the type and the value here. and also get name. This is the function. So here, how we can access the first name? Okay, so there is one keyword called return. Return this dot first name plus this dot last name. Okay, do you remember this syntax? Concatenation syntax means, so Raju and Dasari will be returned by this function. We can console or return by the function. Now we want to set the name. Set name this dot first name is equal to first name comma last name. First name this dot last name is equal to last name, which is string, so now, so what is the meaning of this class? Now the class name is person. So this is the one object which contains the person first name and last name properties here, and also get name and set name. So the get name means when you call a get name function here, it will return the full name of the person, and set name function will set the first name and last name by dynamically. We are not setting here. Let us see how to initialize the class. Let us see. So now I came outside of the class and say let person1 is equal to new person. Okay, person1 dot get name. Let us see what we will see the console. Let person1 details is equal to, okay, console.log of person1 details. Let us see run. See here Raju Dasari. What is the initial value what we give here is, it is printing in the logs. Okay, so now we declared a class with the person. This is a user defined name. You can give any name. Some properties, first name, the person will have first name and last name. So to get the first name and last name of the person from the class, we need some function here. We don't access directly person dot first name like this. We can give the function name. Let us check how we can. Let us check we can access the first name or last name like this. Let us check. Person1 dot first name. Let us check it will print or not. See, Raju also printed. Last name, run. So here, see, these are all the properties. These are all the properties will be accessed by giving this syntax. I am storing the class. So directly we don't call the person dot first name, person dot last name, person dot get name. We don't give directly like this. We will give by creating the class object here. This is the creation syntax of the class. New person means it will tell that we are creating the person class object here. From the person class object we are accessing the function names and the property values. Let us print here console.log of person 1